So it turns out you're setting yourself up for failure. And that is why you are not going to be consistent with new routines or new habits in 2025. So if you are currently telling yourself that if only I could just wake up at 6 a.m., do my workout, journal, XYZ, my life will be figured out. All my problems will be solved. Except you are not a morning person. You despise mornings. You have to set 18 alarms to wake up. So every single morning you wake up disappointed because you're not doing this like magical routine you think is going to make all of your problems go away. So the routine that you were trying to stay consistent and do is so far outside of your norm that you are setting yourself up for failure before you even get going. We are going to talk about 5 ways that you can stay consistent for any new routine that you want to implement in your day-to-day. Number 1, let go of every single time you've failed in the past, or you've named it failure, because you need to fail in order to succeed. And if the minute that you start thinking about starting a new routine or starting a new routine again, your brain's like,
well, we have tried it like 6 times and you always fail, so what's the point of even trying now?
The point of trying now is that you want to. The point of trying now is that you want to give it another shot. The point of trying again, because the last time you tried, something got in the way, life circumstances, mindset, whatever it was, made you stop. But you're here again, you want to try, so try. Let go of all of the old times that you failed and look at this time as just another shot, another day. You're just doing it again because you want to. Because there is something about this specific routine or the goal you want to get to if you do this routine that is always on your mind. And if it's always on your mind, you might as well go for it. Number 2, stop trying to think your way through it and do the action instead. Because if you're constantly thinking about increasing your steps or your step goal or walking more throughout the day, so you get down, you write a to-do list of like, hey, I'm gonna walk in the morning on this day, or here's my monthly walking plan. Instead of the hour you spent on that monthly walking plan, you could have gone out and did an hour walk. You could have done a 10-minute walk. Planning is great because it's safe, it's easy. It really isn't, you're not pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone when you sit down to plan something or when you kind of think through the process of what you want to do. Doing the action is the uncomfortable part. So what I want you to do is I want you to shorten the time frame between when you think of doing something and then actually taking the action when it comes to your life goals. Let's say you are wanting to wake up early and you haven't really been a morning person, but you kind of want to change that because you just don't want to have to roll out of your bed and rush in the morning. So try waking up 10 minutes early the first night, then wake up 20 minutes early the next day, and then maybe you can get to 30 minutes, but you don't have to wake up at like 5 a.m. every single morning in order to be productive, because productivity is what you make it. When you are trying to like overthink things and you're like, oh, it's the beginning of January or it's the middle of January, so if only I did this one thing for the next 365 days, by the end of next January, all my goals are gonna be done. All my goals are gonna be true. All my goals are gonna have come to fruition. But picturing a year from you now, yes, is great. It can be motivation. But if you are not going to do the action, if you're just gonna sit and think in the thinking mode and you're not going to actually take the action, you're failing before you start. Because you like the safety of thinking, the comfort zone of thinking about it. What also gets you in the thinking zone is that you know you have to take the action, but that is the hard part. That's the thing you want to stay consistent with. This is something you have to catch. This is a skill you'll have to learn, is deciding like, okay, so hey, I'm thinking about a walk. Go do a walk this day. Go right now. Whatever it is that you were thinking of, like maybe it was you want to fold the clothes that are on your chair right now. Go do it. Pause this video and go do it. The moment you think about it, and obviously there are a lot of things like ADHD, executive dysfunction, there are so many things that prevent us from doing it, but it is a skill when it's kind of not a skill, it's a muscle. It's a muscle that if you work it out more, the stronger it gets, the easier it is to work with. So try to practice catching yourself. So when you think about something, be like, okay, wait, can I actually take action on this right now? Because you will start seeing yourself actually showing up in your day-to-day, taking the action that is going to get you to your goals, that essentially is going to make you check off your routine that you're wanting to accomplish. Whether it's a daily routine, a weekly routine, a monthly routine, you will get there. Number 3 is habit stacking and making it as easy as possible for you to show up for your habit or your routine. And those are the 2 things, like the main 2 things that I took away from Atomic Habits. I read this so long ago, but those are really the 2 things that I constantly come back to. So if you are wanting to add a new habit into your life and make it part of your morning routine, night routine, whatever it is, make it as easy as possible. Same thing if you want to remove something and you no longer want to do that action or task or habit, make it difficult. How you really do that, how you make something easier, is through habit stacking. And so what habit stacking is that something that you already do in your day, you know for a fact you're going to show up, you're going to do it. So for instance, like brushing your teeth, making your bed, having a coffee, things that are just automatic in your day, you're going to habit stack. You're going to stack another habit onto it. So every single time, if you, for instance, want to do a skincare routine, so you go into the bathroom, instead of brushing your teeth first thing, you're going to do your skincare first thing, because that's the new habit that you want to start implementing on a regular basis. You already know you're going to show up, you're going to brush your teeth. Take a look around your life right now and think about all the things that you kind of just do in your day-to-day. It's going to happen. They are habits, you do them regularly. It could be getting in your car. So if you want to start learning something new, maybe instead of listening to the radio or whatever playlist you have going on, you put on a podcast. And that's going to be that 30-minute commute is now going to be a time for you to learn. Number 4 on how to stay consistent is shifting your perspective. You are wanting to adopt a certain routine, whether it is an exercise routine, a morning routine, a skincare routine, healthy eating routine, whatever it is that you are wanting to adopt and do in your life. This is the new routine that you want to strive for. Find somebody that is already doing it. They're online or in person, a family, a friend, and then ask yourself, okay, what does their day-to-day look like? And then what does my day-to-day look like? Because if somebody who is just active throughout their whole day, and think about what they do. They probably are just like puttering around the house. They go for walks without even thinking about it. You are wanting to change, you wanted to shift something, right? You are wanting to change, add a routine, make something new happen in your life. And the thing is, there are people out there who are living it. And this is a great way with social media, is that you can find people, you can really curate your social media feed. Who you follow will essentially tell the algorithm what you want to see. And you can also, for this one, you could even kind of make an alter ego for yourself. So for me, I could do like Marissa 2.0, who she always shows up to her workouts, no questions asked. She doesn't have to think about it. She cooks well-rounded meals in the kitchen, dancing, having fun, just like having a blast doing it. And that is that new version of me. That's who I want to become, because she wants to live a healthy lifestyle. And that is Marissa 2.0. And so you can kind of visualize this person that is you, but with just a few different routines that are going to get you closer to the goals that you want. And then number 5, and genuinely, this is the reason you are probably not being consistent right now, is you have to simplify your routine until it becomes second nature. What do I mean by that? I know for a fact that at the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, we want to do so much. You're like, this is it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to do 10,000 steps. I'm doing 5 workouts a week. I am going to cut out all of this from my food. I'm not allowed to eat that ever again. We're going to go for it. And the thing is that you're biting off more than you can chew. You're not going to be able to change absolutely every area of your life right off the bat. So what I want you to do is I want you to think small. Maybe right now we're already in the middle of January, which crazy. Think about the routines you've been doing for the last 2 weeks. What have you been trying to implement and what hasn't been working? So the example that I kind of always use is steps. So if you are wanting to add more steps, have a step goal, a lot of people automatically go to the 10K steps a day and all my problems will be solved. But if you are currently only doing 2,000 steps a day, try 3,000. And then do 3,000 for the rest of January. Then in February, you can take a look. Okay, great. I did 3,000 steps for 2 weeks. Maybe I can try for 5,000 steps. That's a big jump. You can even go to only 4,000. And then in March, reassess, add some more. Because the problem that we want everything to happen quickly. And that is why this take things slow, go do smaller habits, sucks, right? You don't want to hear it. You want to be like, well, if I just did 10K every single day for the rest of the year, all my problems would be solved. But you're not going to do 10K every single day for the rest of the year because you have never done it before. And then your body, your feet are going to be sore, your hips are going to be sore. You're going to realize like, oh wait, 10,000 steps is actually like an hour and a half, an hour, 40 minutes of exercise. I actually don't have the time to do that. But if you build up to it, it is going to become second nature. And then when it does, when you realize, okay, wait, this is actually, I can totally hit this step goal, I'm going to add some more on. I'm going to challenge myself to the next step. And then you're going to watch yourself stay consistent because it was so easy. You want to make it easy to add these things into your life. And then you're slowly going to adopt these things day after day after day, meaning you'll be consistent with it. So remember, new routines, they're weird, they're uncomfortable, and they will be hard to implement because you are trying to do something new in your day to day. And so I want you to ask yourself, like, Why is this routine being added to my life right now? What about this routine will make my life better, more productive, easier, organized, exciting, whatever word it is that you want to describe your life as? Why this routine? Where is it going to get you? And so if you, for instance, are wanting to do a skincare routine every single evening, why? So you want to get better skincare, you want to have more hydrated skin, you want to kind of use it as a way to decompress at night so you're not on a screen. Instead, you are kind of just like in your bathroom and you're washing your face, you're listening to calming music, and so you could fall asleep better. That's why, right? You're connecting it to something so that it's adding something to your life. This is everything that I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like. If you want to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, I will see you in the next one. Or you can watch this video right now and I'll see you in there. Bye!